Hello everyone, Alchemist here. Thank you very much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Today is a tarot reading for you, and it's going to be a pick-a-pile tarot reading, and it's going to be a message from the universe about what is it that you need to know about your situation and what's coming to you as well. So I'm going to invite you to pick one of these two beautiful piles that I have here. Feel free to pick the one that resonates the most with you. Let's get right to it. I'm going to start with the pile on my left hand right here. Feel free to watch both piles because there might be messages in both piles for you. And if you want your own private tarot reading where I answer questions specific to you, go to thyself.com. There's a link in the description box below and pick the reading that works the most for you. Let's get right to it. Sontros iremen zoch rakleres shos kor ufmelerech kundras kiresh zekresh laramon garroch leref toskom saren uzdresh marroch. The Tower reversed is the first card. Major Arcana. The Two of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. So, what you need to know about your situation right now is that the Tower is reversed. There is nothing dangerous, wrong, or bad happening in your life. And if it is happening, then it's just in your mind. You're fabricating it. It's not really there, but you think it's there. So the Tower is reversed. This is a confirmation from the universe that there's nothing that you need to worry about. However, the Two of Pentacles showed up here, meaning that there's something that you need to work on or change in your life in order for the abundance that you're looking for so it can come to you, or in order for the success that you're looking for to come to you. So there's something that's missing, and it has to do with money because we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It has to do with money, abundance, success, career, and it's not panning out. It's not manifesting in your life. So the universe is saying there's no Tower. First of all, you don't need to worry, but you need to change something. If you want to see that abundance in your life, if you want to see it manifest quickly and more efficiently, then you need to change something. What is that thing? Let's clarify more. We have the Two of Wands. Earlier, the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. The message came to me here right away. Again, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Pentacles again. And the Seven of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. A lot of repeating numbers. 2277. So, and we have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Very interesting energy. It's as if the universe really wanted you to hear this. That's what I'm sensing. The universe was waiting for this tarot reading, this specific reading, and for whoever of you picked this pile, the universe wants you to hear this. The key that you need to work on in order to change your situation here with the Two of Pentacles is the Two of Wands. What does that mean? It means that you need to focus on the things that you're good at. So you're given a certain gift, you're good at it, but you're ignoring it. You're not practicing it, you're not doing it. It could be anything in any field. It doesn't have to be just the occult and magic. It could be in other fields as well. You're given a certain gift, but you're not using it. You know what you're good at. That you know. Because at a certain point in your life, you will understand what you're really good at. And you're going to be told that from a lot of people. If you're struggling to know what you're really good at, see what people say about you? What do people point out about you that's good? They might say, oh, you're really good at this. You're really talented when you do this, when you practice this. That's what you're good at. But it also has to do with your heart, what makes you feel good. Because you can be good at something and hate it. Some people are very good at math, but they don't like it. So remember that you have to also love it. Okay? You have to also love that thing. You being gifted and good at it is only 50%. The other 50 is that you have to love it as well. So when you find that aspect, it could be a hobby, it could be like a project, it could be a goal that you've had for a very long time. So figure it out, but you have to love it, you have to be good at it. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to change. When you do so, we have these two sevens here, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 7, 7. When you do so, you're going to be thrown into the unknown. You're not going to see money right away or success right away, and it's not going to be an easy path. So here the universe just wants to clarify it for you from the get-go, so you don't have like delusions. Because a lot of people get delusions thinking that if they do what they are good at or what they love, they're going to be successful overnight or they're going to become rich overnight. That doesn't work that way. You're meant to do this for yourself. Don't expect money from it, and don't expect it to be easy, because money is not going to show up right away, and it's going to have obstacles and challenges, this path. But at least you are doing something that represents your true nature, something that represents your soul, something that indicates who you are, and what you're good at. Because you're on this earth for a certain mission, whatever that mission is. That mission can be you exploring who you are. It could be you activating your gifts and abilities. It could be helping other people. But not everyone is supposed to be helping other people. That's the misconception. There's this misconception in the world that everyone's purpose is to help other people. No, some people are meant to help others. Some people are meant to help animals. Some people are meant to help and defend the earth. But some other people, they're meant to just activate their gifts. That's their goal. Some other people, they're meant to unveil their path and become aligned with it. That's their goal. Yes, you might help people here and there along your life, but it doesn't mean that it's your main goal. For some people, it is their main goal to only help others. And for other people, it's not. So you need to differentiate between other people's destinies, goals, and purpose, and your purpose. What are you meant to do for you to become who you are? If it's not helping others, it's okay. But what is it? And we have the devil at the bottom of the deck. What does that mean? This means that this path, this is alchemical transformation to become who you are. This path is gonna, first thing, require you to embrace your darkness. That's why we have both sevens here, 7, 7, and then the devil was at the bottom. Because we're talking about darkness, not the bad darkness, just the other half that complements the light. I'm talking about the darkness that helps you become who you are. The darkness that allows you to know the other realm of spirits, of entities, of demons or daimons. And demons are not a bad thing, they're just spirits. There's the good and there's the bad. There's good spirits and bad spirits. There's good humans and bad humans. Everything in existence has good and bad. So you embarking on your journey is gonna plunge you in darkness because you're not gonna know where you're going. But in that darkness, you will shed the layers that don't represent you, and you will become who you are in the darkness first. before you can move on to the next phase. So that's what you need to know at the moment about your life. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This path is going to lead you to activating your powers, to abundance, to success, to what you've been looking for. What you've been looking for is on the other side of darkness. So you have to cross darkness. You have to cross the portal. Spend some time in the dark. Be comfortable with it. You probably can't do that, right? Because it's scary, especially if you're in nature. It's scary. It scares a lot of people. There's animals that come out, bugs that come out, that only come out at nighttime, snakes, animals that are hunting for food. It's very scary, but it's in the dark. It's in the darkness. But if you learn how to become comfortable in the darkness, then on the other side lies everything you've been looking for. Your success, your dreams, the money, the Knight of Pentacles. A major arcana, the Star. I'm going to pull a couple more cards and elaborate. And we have the King of Pentacles showing up, and the bottom of the deck, another major arcana. So we have the Star and then the Hangman reversed. You're meant to be the star in this lifetime. You're very gifted. You have an incredible energy. You have this kind of energy that makes people feel good. When you're in a room, everyone starts feeling good. It's a healing energy. People start feeling positive just by you being around them. You go inside a store, it's empty. 1 minute later, the store is full, it's packed, because your energy attracts people. You go to a coffee shop, it's empty. 1 minute later, it's packed, because your energy attracts people. It's very positive. It's very powerful too. You have that ability to magnetize people towards you, attract them towards you. You have this magnetic energy. And the people who have that, they're meant to be stars. So they're meant to do great things in their lives, because it requires a lot of people following you, a lot of people doing what you do. So you have to give what? A good example. So it's your duty to become the wise master. You can be doing stupid things. You can be doing destructive things for your body, for your soul. One that's gonna keep you away from being the star. But even if you do that and you're the star, let's say, you're gonna influence negatively other people. Other people will see your behavior and they will mimic it, but it's destructive. So you're indirectly inspiring other people to do bad things for their lives. So it's your duty as a star to be the master. So when people mimic you, because people will mimic you, because that's how humanity is. Humans are all about mimicking. Except the very few ones who activate who they are. And then they stop mimicking and they're not monkeys anymore. But for most of humanity, it's just monkeys mimicking each other. It's the truth. But in order for those people who are just mimicking to also activate who they are, first you have to give a good example. So at least if they mimic you, they mimic something good. You taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, of your health, taking care of your soul. You not drinking, not smoking, not indulging in toxic habits. You being good towards animals, towards nature, being kind, being helpful, being loving. So if you give a good example doing this, even the stupid people who mimic, they're going to start doing good things at least. So it's a win-win situation. So you're meant to be the star, and you're meant to have money. You're the King of Pentacles. You're meant for abundance, for wealth, for all of the great things. And you're meant to also be a loving person. someone who's compassionate, someone who's an empath, someone who's considerate. You're meant to be a leader, an emperor, an empress, someone who leads by example. That's your mission. That's what you're going to find on the other end after you cross the darkness. That's what you're supposed to become. But before you get there, you need to go through this phase of the hangman. You need to completely empty yourself from anything that doesn't represent you. And that's the hardest part. And that may take years and years and years of work until you get to this point where you're completely empty from anything that was programmed in you in the past. And sometimes it's programs that date back to past lives as well. Transformation is some of the hardest goals or missions that one can go through. It's very intense. It's very hard. Because let's say you get rid of the programs that you learned in this lifetime that were installed in you when you were young, from your parents, from your environment. Once you're done with that, and you're like, okay, I don't believe in this societal rules and programs and politics and all of these things that separate people and incite people to hate each other and all of this, let's say you got rid of it. But that's not the end. Because once you get there, you're going to realize there's other programs from your past life that are still there that you need to also get rid of. And they're going to start coming out. Because now you opened up space for stuff from the past life to show up. Do you understand what I'm saying? You were full with programs from this lifetime. You emptied that. Now there's space for past life programs that are going to show up. They're going to come to the surface. They were hidden deep inside your soul. And now they're going to start showing up as well, and you might not even understand them. Some behaviors, some habits that you might wonder, wait, I didn't pick this up from my parents. I didn't pick it up from my friends or from my job. Where is this coming from? And it's a bad habit. It's probably from a past life. And you need to get rid of that as well. You need to cleanse it as well. You need to transmute that as well. So transformation is a long, hard journey. And sometimes it feels like it's never ending. It feels like it's just going on and on and on. So keep doing the work because you're already doing the right thing. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The more you do of this transmutation, the more you work on yourself, the more you remove these old programs that don't represent you, the more abundance you're going to start seeing in your life. And you're also enhancing your karma simultaneously. Because the better person you become, the better karma you accumulate. Because you're acting with awareness. You're taking action only on the good things that are beneficial for you and for other people. So you're always accumulating good karma. That's going to bring you abundance and money. The Knight of Wands. This is going to activate your fire, your magic, connecting to spirit. On top of being the star, you're going to be very powerful. You have this immense strength. But it's there. You don't use it for war, for hatred. You're just using it to inspire people, to help other people become who they are. And one last card for this pile. We have the Hierophant, a major arcana. So the key here is to do the work. The universe wants you to keep doing the work, to keep moving forward, because this is your path, the path of the star, and you are meant to be the star. Okay? That's what I have for this pile. Let's move on to the other pile that I was holding with my right hand. Soronzindrech laraskish sondroskin mach itreskileref soroshkim zechroleren. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. These are the 3 cards that I pulled here for you. So the universe wants you to know, with the 9 of Cups, what you're doing at the moment is bringing you happiness. So you need to keep doing it. Everything is good. The path you're walking on right now is bringing you happiness, balance, harmony, and it's leading you towards your Wheel of Fortune. So you're aligned. You're on the right path. The universe is proud of you. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because you have made the right choices, and those right choices are going to lead you to a beautiful Wheel of Fortune. What else do we have here? We have another major arcana, two more major arcanas, the Death card and the Judgments, and we have first the Knight of Swords reversed. You're ending this cycle in your life that had a lot of suffering, a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. You were walking on it for many, many years. And the cycle really made you almost lose hope. You almost gave up. You almost felt like this is not going to lead anywhere. But you kept walking. You kept doing the work. You didn't give up. You were tested so many times by the universe. You were put in front of problems and situations that were tough, and you had to overcome them. Some you did overcome, some you didn't overcome, but you kept going at it. And I just feel a lot of heavy pain that you've been through. It could be from your past, from your recent past, or from back in the day. But you've been through a lot. It's heavy. It's a very heavy energy. And the universe wants to tell you that judgment is coming, meaning that the end of this phase is here. And that's why earlier this Wheel of Fortune showed up, because although this path seems heavy and full of obstacles and full of problems, it is the right path. Ironically, it is the right path. Most of the sages and enlightened beings that have ever lived had the toughest and hardest lives that you can imagine. They had it harder than anyone. And in their eras, there were kings and emperors who were enjoying lavish lives. They had treasures, they had riches, they had all the wealth of the world. But simultaneously, these sages lived in these same eras. They didn't have that wealth, they didn't have those treasures, and they had the hardest lives. But they became enlightened, they became sages, and they transcended this cycle of reincarnation. What I'm trying to say here is that the universe wants to tell you that you can imagine yourself being a wealthy person, a king or a queen, and having the riches of the world and living a lavish life and having anything you desire instantaneously. You want it, it shows up in front of you. You want to order something, you order it and it comes to you right away. You want to travel somewhere, you can go right away. Imagine yourself having that. But the universe is telling you that kind of life doesn't lead to enlightenment. That kind of life doesn't lead to your liberation. You're going to live one lifetime like that, like a super rich, wealthy star, celebrity, whatever it is, just super wealthy. You're going to live one whole life like that, and then you die just so you can come back as a human again, And in your next life, maybe you're not going to come back as a wealthy person. The universe really wants you to understand that this hard life you're going through, it's hard, it's tough, but it is the right path. It is the path to your liberation, judgment. It is the path towards transcending this cycle of reincarnation. Don't you want that? Don't you want to not come back again on this earth? Because I know that not everyone, but most of everyone, they don't want to come back as a human. Well, they want to at least reincarnate in a better place, in a realm that's like heaven, right? And those realms, they do exist. At least reincarnate there and not as a human in this plane of suffering. At least, right? The universe is saying, you're on the path that's going to lead you there. Because you might think that wealth and riches is going to solve your problems. Yes, it will solve your material problems. It will pay your mortgage, it will pay your bills, you won't have debts, you won't have loans to pay. Yes, that you will not have. Let's say you don't have that. But you're still going to come back as a human. You're still stuck in this physical reality. So which one do you choose? Do you choose the tough path that every sage and wise master had to go through? Everyone had different paths, but they were all tough. No one gained enlightenment easily. I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't work that way. Enlightenment doesn't come easily. If anything, the Buddha had to give up his status as a prince. Can you imagine a prince that has all the wealth and the riches of the world, that can afford anything, giving all of that up to reach enlightenment, to live a very hard life so he can attain enlightenment? I'm asking you right now, think of yourself as a prince or a princess, living in a castle, having wealth and money and anything you can desire. I'm asking you, I want you to visualize this right now. Visualize how your life can be, living a lavish life. Maybe you're not a prince or a princess, but you belong to a super wealthy family. You can afford anything you want. You're even a celebrity. You're a star. People know you around the world. Visualize yourself like that. Okay, you have that image in your mind? Okay. Can you imagine giving that up? All of it. All of it. Not even a single dollar in your pocket. You give it all up so you can find enlightenment. Can you imagine that? That's how badass the Buddha was. That's why I have a huge respect for the Buddha, for Siddhartha Gautama, because he was really badass. To give up all of it, all of that, give it up so you can go live a life where you don't know where you're going to end up for the sake of enlightenment. And the universe wants to tell you that this hard path is what's going to lead you to beautiful things. Always be in your heart center. Always be in your heart center. Always act from the heart. Forget about money. Forget about wealth. Act from the heart. The heart, again, the two of hearts. Love, love, love. Be loving, be kind. Be loving to your family, to your friends, to the people you interact with, to earth, to animals, to yourself. Be loving to yourself, to your body, to your soul. It's okay, don't expect love in return. Just be loving. Be loving and don't expect the same in return. Have love for life, even though life has a lot of suffering. Appreciate everything around you. Appreciate the food that you have, the shelter that you have. Be grateful for it. Love is the key that's gonna get you to your strength, to your power, and to your peace. It's not money. It's not wealth. It's not living in wealth and riches, like what you hear everyone saying. That's not gonna lead you anywhere. I promise you, that's not gonna lead you anywhere. Here I am, Self Alchemist, telling you a promise that wealth is not gonna lead you anywhere. The universe is telling you that this path is gonna lead you to becoming Hermes Trismegistus, the hermit. The hermit, by the way, is Hermes Trismegistus. The word hermit is connected to Hermes because he's the wise master. He's the mediator between the gods and the humans, between the physical reality and the spiritual plane. He's the wise master. He's the god of knowledge and wisdom. To the Egyptians, he was Thoth. And the hermit thrives in silence, in the darkness. That's why he's in the nighttime here. You don't see the light, it's night. And what's night? It's dark. It's darkness. Because darkness is spirit. When you go to the spirit realm, there is no light, it's darkness. Because knowledge, wisdom, the unknown, spirit, they are from the darkness. That's why he's always by himself. He's quiet, he's silent, he's in the darkness, he's in the nighttime, not in the sun. That's why occult means hidden. Because in the hidden is where you're going to find the secrets of the universe. The secrets are called secrets for a reason, because they are hidden, because they're not in plain sight, because they're not meant for everyone. And the people who say, oh, well, I don't see why these people are not meant for everyone. I used to say the same thing when I used to be a normal person. I used to say, oh, this is meant for everyone. Why is it hidden? Why is it secret? It's not supposed to be secret. Why is the universe hiding this stuff from people? And then I went through my journey. I became Self Alchemist. I learned certain things and I learned some more other things. And then I realized, oh, they definitely need to be secret. They're not supposed to be for everyone. Trust me, I used to be very normal. Everything normal people say, I used to say. I used to say, yeah, why this stuff is hidden? People should know everything. And then I realized how people are. See, that's the difference, because I didn't know the nature of humans. And then I saw how humans are built, how they are conditioned and how they think. And then I realized, no, those things need to be hidden, only for the ones who are ready. Occult is secret, it's hidden, it's in the darkness. Only the Hermes, the hermit, can get access to it. Another interpretation is only the wise one can get access to it. Because if you're wise, then you're the equivalent of Hermes or the hermit. So only the wise one can be given that knowledge. Because I explained this in other videos. You don't give a sharp knife to a 4-year-old because they're going to hurt themselves. You don't give a sharp knife to a 4-year-old because they're going to cut themselves. But you give a sharp knife to someone who knows how to cook, and they're gonna make you a beautiful, delicious meal that you will enjoy and remember your whole life. See, that's how wisdom and knowledge are given to the few. It's like that sharp knife. So the universe is telling you that this path that you're taking, it's hard, it's challenging, but it's gonna lead you to becoming the wise one and eventually unlocking the occult secrets of the universe, because you're now ready to know those secrets. Because deep inside, it's what you want. Even though you think you want wealth and riches, but that's just the surface. If you look deep within you, what you really want is to become the wise master. Because if you're at this level, you can transcend this reality. The Page of Pentacles. Don't overthink this. After you watch this reading, know that you're on the right path. What you need is going to come to you. Not a lot of money, but the right money that you need for anything in your life is going to be there for you. That's all you need to worry about. You need food, you're going to have money for it. You need shelter, you're going to have money for it. And that's it. It ends there. But focus on becoming the wise one. That's what you need to focus on. It's your path. It's what you're meant to be, and you can't escape it no matter what you do. Because this could be your last life as a human being. Not could be, it is probably. And that's why you're being given a very tough life. And one last card. Just keep moving forward. The Knight of Swords. Keep moving forward like this knight. Protect yourself. Be aware of everything that's around you. Be aware of your life. Take care of yourself. Use your strength for the good, to inspire people, to help people if you can. And keep moving on this path, because it's going to lead you to the higher realms, to ending this cycle of reincarnation. Because it's time. Your soul is in this phase where it's time to end this cycle. You've been around for too long as a human. It's time to wrap that up. And it's not going to be easy. So that's what I have for this pile. I hope it resonates with you. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comment section if this reading resonated with you. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Zoroh rish liremen zash ires izachron ijo.